Join me as I dive into the challenge of building a better relationship than the one I had with my late husband and see what I learned along the way. When we lose our partner, we're left with a void that can feel impossible to fill. And for many of us, the idea of finding a new relationship can be daunting, to say the least. It's natural to wonder if we can ever find love again, and if it's even possible to build a relationship that's better than the one we had before. One of the biggest struggles we face as widows or widowers is the overwhelming sense of guilt that comes from moving on. It's like we're somehow betraying our late partner's memory by finding happiness with someone else. And then there's the fear of comparison. How can we ever find someone who measures up to the person we lost? It's a constant tug of war between our heart and our head and our emotions. We may also struggle with the feelings of loneliness and isolation, which can make it seem like we're the only ones going through this. It's easy to get stuck in a rut, wondering if we're somehow broken or unlovable. And sometimes the thought of starting over can feel like climbing a mountain that's just too steep to climb. As we navigate these emotions, it's easy to lose sight of what we truly want and need in a new relationship. We may find ourselves settling for someone who's just good enough or trying to recreate the past rather than embracing the possibility of something new and better. Healing from our grief and redefining what we need in a relationship is crucial to opening ourselves up to new love. It's not about replacing our late partner, but about finding someone who brings out the best in us and helps us as individuals. We need to give ourselves permission to take the time we need to heal, to learn, and love ourselves again, and to rediscover what makes us happy. For me, the turning point came when I realized that I wasn't seeking a replacement for my late husband, but a new partner who could bring new joy and experiences into my life. It wasn't about comparing the two, but about embracing the unique qualities of each person brings to the table. And that's when I started to feel a sense of freedom and excitement about the possibility that lay ahead. I remember the first time that I went on a date after my late husband's passing. I was nervous, anxious, and scared and out of my wits. But as I sat across from this gentleman, I felt the idea that I hadn't seen before, that I could have the possibility of starting something new. It wasn't about replacing my husband, but it was about feeling seen and heard again. It's that when I knew that I was ready to take the leap and to see where this new journey would take me. Looking back, I realized that finding a new relationship wasn't about replacing what I had, but about creating something entirely new. It's not about trying to replace the past, but it's about embracing the present and looking forward to the future. And that's what I want to encourage you to do as well. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. There are countless others out there who are going through the same struggles and doubts. But I want to reassure you that it is possible to find love again, to build a relationship that's better than the one you had before. It takes time, patience, and courage, but the rewards are well worth it. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's been your experience finding love again after loss? What challenges have you faced? And what lessons have you learned along the way? And do not forget to tune in to my next video where I'll be sharing more about rebuilding after loss.